certainly the back of Rops. And he could be heading towards Pop Dog. Yes, they're very quickly indeed. So an outside split looking likely at this point. And players towards Olaf Meister as well. Here we go. Carrigan opening things up.
Nico's going to follow that. Good entrance, though, from Oscar. That's the position you need to take over on pistols. You need something toward the quad position. Unfortunately, he goes down. Rops. He's up against the Rops. 1 versus 4. He's tagged already on the 68. Doesn't anticipate Rain to be on his right.
Seems to be very quiet so far as we hit the 1 minute 15 mark.
Variation of the run boost in that they did it from more of a distance so that Oscar, as he was descending from the apex, could actually look down the tunnel and get positioned with the AWP. Now they're going to go for a boost on Server, which Kerrigan has no read against due to the smoke. Very clever. Chris J's found Rain as well, so they've opened up some access to the site from both Ivy and A-Main. They're going to work in from Pop Dog as well. 3-pronged approach, but Alu doesn't care how many prongs there is. He's still going to fork them up as Lowell does respond at least with the trade immediately. Oscar takes down Nico right away.
At a main entrance already and finds a shot but can't quite land it.
Sprayed out from Rain. Gets 2, but Oscar, he's going to get the access to Hell because they got 1 kill back by Dennis. That opens it up. Kerrigan could swing back around and catch him off, but Dennis stops the possibility, denies it with a few shots from the AK that scare and deter Kerrigan from doing so. He also picks up the bomb in the process. But watch the push right now at Ivy. Nico's already gone up to T-spawn. If that bomb even falls back, it's done for. Better kill therefore that he finds Kerrigan because it gives them more room to work.
Yeah, Nico, he's so good in this position. We've seen so many highlight clips of him at the M4 at the main entrance, trying to shut down, deny the plan here. 1 minute remaining. Oscar finding his teammates. Can Nico do anything with this?
Unfortunately, his teammates go down. He was in a perfect position, but now he has to clutch from it. Sprays in. Oh, awkward. Took forever, an eternity. He was going to get a quick reload in. Thinks better of it. Goes back over to the nade. Tagged up, 31. Spots up exactly where Rops is playing from his Alu. Follows in, but Rops, he's got the first kill already. Flash bounces off E-Box and goes backwards, but it forces Alu to turn, and he picks the round. 4 in a row for Mousesports.
He'll walk in and find headshots all day long.
Lowell's directly behind him as well, so there's a trade. That's an easy shot. Doesn't go for the tap spray. Instead, Nico gets him in return. But I don't know that Nico would have spotted Lowell. He certainly will know with the Molotov being thrown. And he gets himself in a better position. Flash high. Tap of the bomb coming in behind him from Chris J. Manages to put it down, drop in. Does he just spray it? Does he just go for the tanker hold? Because Nico's slipping up. A jump. Lowell's not going to hear it. He slips in behind, but he's below. He's looking above his head. The positioning of Lowell prevails, and he finds Kerrigan as well. It's down to Alu. 1 versus 3. WP missing a first shot. Just going to easily give him up to Dennis, and his teammates know it. They're not going to repeat.
Calls are being pitch perfect as we see another fast play towards outside, I think. Towards Pop Dog, 3 players committing, but Nico and Alu fighting back this time.
Good shot, Oscar. It's the only entry as Rain shuts him down. It's suddenly all on to Dennis. Finds the first and the second quick enough that he's got a chance in it. He's got to get toward the bomb behind the E-Box, but they've given him the room to do so. Oh, Molotov out. Alu is low.
Trying to, like we said, deny those AWPs as the smokes go in. They could go for an outside play here. Oscar putting the charge up to Carrigan now. See if he can find the next pick.
Chris J all over top of Kerrigan, but spotted out instead by Rain. Plays from Z connector. Keo's going to try and work down ladder, but Rops waits for him. That causes problems because they were relying on him to catch off the players working in. And Kerrigan gets passed by Oscar. He goes directly beside him as Kerrigan pulls back, though. He finds the AWP. 2 seconds left, and already Rain is running. They'll find his second round in a row as we go 7-5.
Mousesports looking to win the half, potentially the game.
This is the peak, again, that they've been doing, intentionally throwing Oscar, if you will, in a way that he drops to see what's on the other side with the AWP instead of baiting out his shot. Didn't spot Kerrigan, but still found the angle as Kerrigan was shoulder peeking it. It's been a back and forth affair, I think, at Ivy, but Mousesports seem to come out better for it most often.
Yeah, I would say that's absolutely true. Recovering something. I think they're throwing the scout away. I'm not sure where that's gone. I think Alu was just, okay, upgrading to an M4. That makes sense. And now towards Ivy we go. 3 players there. Towards inside as well. This is the backtrack play as well. We like this tactic. Nico's fighting back somewhat, but it's smoked off. Probably won't get more than 1. The CT spawn player has to step up there as Kiyoshima can't get anything going. Dennis has been hitting some decent shots so far. Oscar chimes in as well. That should be the round, but Rain's still there in the connector.
Connector's about as perfect a position as you'd like right now because Oscar does that bomb towards CT.
Smokes off though.
Dennis starts the entry point. Good shot, Nico. Headshot on the P250. No one to trade it. Gun is down. It's tempting. Chris is going to try and hold it. They push in, both walk in and somehow get away with it. On top of that, Rain's found a kill on Lowell, so we're not out of the woods just yet as Oscar's suddenly in a 1 versus 3 AWP. The all-in play might work. He will limit them back with a Molotov. 2 players from Pop Dog, but Rain goes directly through it. Going down 0-2 is also unacceptable. As you say, chance to go for 9 for Mousesports. Alu, AWP can't quite see through the smoke from just the Molotovs. Switches the guns at the wrong time, but a small angle for Lowell still makes it work, followed by Rain. Good trade back, better hold from Oscar. Just before the smoke was deployed as well, so they've got post-plant covered with a man advantage. It's in default. There's no Molotovs, and a good kill from Nico on Dennis means they can get closer. They do, however, have the high ground. Kerrigan's on 20, he's gone to the AK. He'll get on it immediately, quick tap, rather, to try and pull them out and see where they are. Smart that he taps it as well, because Nade would have killed him. He stays on 8. Nico holds the first shot, still looking at the high ground. Nico steps up, better late than never, and they'll go 8-7, so at least pulling something back in the half.
We'll see where that comes in. Actually opting for Pop Dog here. A fast outside split as well, it seems as well. We'll get into it.
Rain taking that low, good shot. Glock at range. It's a response, though. He found the first pick ahead of time. Chris J falling and the bomb going down. It's advantage to FaZe. Tapping away as well. Rops, he hits him to 14, but the last shot is the last laugh, and Rops gets it. USB from range finds the headshot. Bomb continues to tick away. The kit's in the hands of Dennis. And everyone, look at the amount of red right now on the CT side. Gets hit around the same time and same damage, but still they're holding on. Rops swings to find Alu. Nico's got to get aggressive, but he's not aggressive enough. Already Dennis has got the defuse. As mentioned, he had the kit, so Nico gets the kills. That's all good and well. They get a bomb plant down.
And there's one that probably could have paid off here, but not meant to be. Robs should find a few frags here. There's 3. That's quite nice.
4 in total, and the ace.
Yeah.
The fact that Nico, especially in the last round of the first half, stepped up in multiple occasions. Oscar can't quite hit the shot toward A main. Flash in, just a little peek off it. Instead going to be patient because he doesn't know if they've entered already to go toward E-Box, and he knows they have to cross. Doesn't quite have the angle to get the jump on the shot, but he could swing out behind them. He's pushing down the lane. Rain's ready for it. Flashed off. Lowell doesn't know, and when he goes, the vision's back, and the kill is made. The early buy is going to work. First gun, it's Rops versus 5. Flashes over high from Rain. He's actually blinded himself with the way that bounced. Didn't really go to plan. Dennis is going to get closer as well with the smoke. He knows what Kerrigan's up to. He knows where he's playing. Death from above. 1979, if you want to be accurate on that one.
I knew you were going to say that.
Canadian band, I have to say it.
Yeah. Oh, 5-on-3 now. Nico, he has to be the danger man and step up here, but as Ally to strike first, Nico does go down. That's going to be the round concluded. Only one player surviving. Kiyoshima, quiet game so far. Bomb down, 42nd, the position given away. Now delivers the final headshot there. Trying to open things up. Still money available for FaZe. Probably be their last buy. Maybe one more on the back, sitting the bomb possibility. And Alo, now he is hitting shots. Takes an Oscar at the upper ramp. 5-on-4, do they fully commit? I think the answer is yes. All 5 players this side of the map, they want to get in there and get stuck in.
Ops certainly has stuck into that site. He's done very well. Got the ace there against Pistols. This time gets 2.5. Dennis getting the follow-up, but Alu's got him in return, and Kerrigan's ready for the flank. Dink, however. So although it's a 2 versus 1, there's a chance for Chris J. Problem is he's on the AWP. I say it's a problem. Yet to be determined. Smoke off, no plant on B. He's read the fact that they've cowered away and gone back over to A, and his timing is perfect as well. If he can get in and get scoped in time, he could easily find the kills. Down goes Kerrigan. He was carrying the bomb. 1 versus 1, 59 seconds, and Lowell has to make a decision on, or excuse me, Alu has to make a decision on whether he plants or hunts. AWP versus AWP, and Alu lines it up. Foot shows. FaZe pick it up. Flash in. Will push Alu back. They're going to pursue. He can't hit, and no one on his heels to trade immediately. Nico can't save his friend.
It seemed like he was in position to do so. I guess he was hoping he would overextend and try and pick up the weapon, but he actually just gets away after picking up the free frag on Alu there. 5-on-4. That's just what they needed, especially the pistol. It's going to be sacrificial in that sense. Not a huge deal if it goes down. He finds the frag. That's amazing. And Oscar could find the second hit. Amazing. Takes down Kiyoshima as well by himself. 5-on-3.
But he'll have heard the drop outside. Lowell from E-Box as Rain approaches closer and closer. Wide angle. Chris J hits Nico. Follow up from Rain. Now the peek from Lowell. He can't quite get the shot. He's shoulder baiting it back and forth though, and they bait Rain into playing a little more of a passive angle this time. He's not quite up hugging the inside of the plant position, or default plant position at that. Flames down. He'll be pushed out by an equal Molotov thrown his direction, but he gets up on top of the train. He's done damage to those entering, but he's overlooked the position because they marched through the flames. And a dance to the gods of fire will allow the kill, but Lowell gets one back bomb, goes down. FaZe will be desperate to hold it. 4 versus 4 in the retake. Dennis starts to work above the tanker, looks down the lane, but Lowell finds Kerrigan instead. That opens up a position for him to jump across, but he jumps into Rain, who's still watching from the hedge, found by Chris. They know where Alu is as well. That's one of 2 found. He's on top of the train. He's on top of it, though, which means the Molotov won't hit him, which means he can re-peek. And in re-peeking, he'll find 2.
2 M4s, make it 3, and a UMP. Anything special here? Well, not set it yet as Nico finds the first kill. Very fast approach here from FaZe. Looking to find a second frag.
Down goes Lowell, and Kiyoshima gets inside towards Sandwich. Smokes toward Ivy as well for Chris and Dennis to contend with. Chris only on the 5-7. Has one of 2 kits. This should be a save. If they want to play the long game and pull themselves back into it, they concede the lead by 1 point to FaZe in doing so.
There's another fast outside execution here. It's going to be just Kerrigan by himself for now. He loves to be baiting these plays out. His teammates wait towards outside. If he gets 1 kill, that's a cue. He really goes down as well. He hasn't been that convincing on these plays. Ivy last round as well, went down straight away. Trying to pull rotation short, but very rarely finds kills.
Oscar and Rops.
It's almost redundant. He even limits them that much. They're going to keep 4 players alive.
They won't commit yet. Alu and Nico are at the bottom of the ramp, but I think they're going to be a distraction because Pop Dog and Bomb have something in common in that they're both in the same spot of the map. Lowell, Rops, they win their duels, but Rain's sneaking in. He's been found. It's going to be overtime because Lowell's got Kiyoshima as well. 15-15. We aren't done yet. He's done best when he stayed aggressive, so going to the passive angle, remember, he was overwhelmed here last time because they went through flames. Alu gets Oscar down. He goes back to the aggressive position. Only managing 1 kill, though, before Rain responds to then plant the bomb, and mistimed Molotov. Means the smoke due to dissolve within the next 5 seconds. And Kerrigan, with no flames to protect, has Dennis walk through and find the gap. I was a little early on my timing. That smoke's been there and lingering longer, but it's the advantage nonetheless to Mousesports. The tanker's going to get the information early when they cross toward the site. No need for Nico to peek out. He'll watch the high ground. There's the information called. He goes down, though, is the problem. Not even a single kill. It's going to make Nico's job very challenging. Molotov'd off it, and he absolutely cannot. Nothing he can do. Has to concede and just try to save the AWP at this point, more so as he's on the T side. And it's 2 straight rounds from Mousesports. Money is tight. Allen making jump noises. Has Chris getting closer. The double up opens again. Chris fires beside his teammate. Rain's in the corner. Molotov won't extend, but they watch it. Good shot, Rain. It's going to open him back up and allow him some room to wiggle. Otherwise, he was down and out. It would have been a 5 versus 3. It goes still the way of Mousesports on the next kill as Dennis makes up for it. They have the site control. Bomb still back toward T-spawn. And no entrance from Kerrigan, who gets more aggressive at Ivy. But Oscar's going to play passively and hold the angle as he does get in position. Oscar on the AWP gets baited out by the shoulder. Kerrigan now knows he's there. Flames instead. Imagine Oscar goes backtracks to hold, and they'll get more aggressive on top. Trains inside so they can watch when he enters from Ivy, but still have eyes on Nico, who gets forced by the incendiary. It's 30 seconds to work with, and only 2 left alive. Keo will at least catch off Chris J. A-site still the target as bomb works in from A-main. Kerrigan's the one to hold it, but Oscar is going to make Kerrigan the last alive, and Dennis finds him climbing up a ladder slowly. Oscar heads in. Chris, Molotov, Sandwich as Nico sits above the ladder. He won't be affected by the flames, but he won't have any movement. He won't be able to fall off until they extinguish. They have now, so first shot in. He can jump down, checks, baits the shot from the op, and he's going to push in Oscar, but watch the flank. Oscar hits it anyway. As Kerrigan actually moved into position to make sure no one could slip through Sandwich. Chris goes the other way instead. It's Kiyoshima down. It's Alu and Kerrigan to try and save FaZe Clan. They might get swept 4-0 in overtime. They do pull one back. Ali with a quick shot, but he's stuck on a ladder. They know where he is. In the open, he finds one, but he's down to 56. It's an AWP from Oscar that won't hit a shot. It's the AK that looms large and makes the play. Erupts to get the kill. 19-15, and FaZe Clan are 0-2 at the Major.